Yo, what's up, dude?
I'm good.
How was the Christmas party?
It was regular.
Was it depressing?
It wasn't depressing. I mean, I think I got the most money out of
How much
the
you got?
cousins. 115.
Same. What the? What? I wasn't even there and I still got 150. What is this?
I don't know.
Yeah, I should have went
Anyways.
there, man. Let's bowl.
Mhm. Got to play Smash Ultimate.
Really? Nice. Good for you. Could have played there. I could have played and smashed you. So hard.
That's not appropriate for podcasting.
Alright, so so Q&A, let's go. First question. What superpower would you have and why?
um. Uh. What is it? AOE punching because I can hit anyone without actually punching them.
Huh, that's very interesting. I actually never heard anything about that actually.
Yeah.
Like ever. I've heard of like 1 inch punches before, but not AoE. Like that's out of this world stuff right here.
Yeah.
I've never heard anything about that. Okay, that's pretty cool, interesting.
Yeah.
Um
Also, wait, hold on. If someone likes invisibility, I mean, like, if you were to be like fully invisible, you'd be blind, because like, your everything, like every part, like your pupils, your eyes would be like invisible. How can you see?
yeah, exactly. I
Yeah.
actually I never thought about that. And
Hmm.
that's pretty cool. I mean, that's pretty interesting because lots of people I hear lots of people they say they want to be invisible, but I don't think they realize like what invisible actually means. You know what I talk about?
Yeah.
Because what you just pointed out, it's actually quite true. Because what you just said. So
Like, what if you're blind when you're invisible?
yeah, exactly.
It's like you're nothing. Like nothing's there except an invisible mass.
Yeah,
I mean, like,
yeah,
what would happen? I mean,
exactly.
you'd still be there. Like, people can only see you with like heat signals or whatever.
Mhm.
They'd probably think you're like a ghost or something.
They'll still be able to hear you, right?
um, I think that vocal cords would also be invisible, but
Right.
I no, I think you can talk. I think you can talk. There's nothing preventing it.
They could hear you, right? They could hear you and
They can
everything.
hear. You can hear. You just can't see. You're like blind while you're invisible.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, but aren't eyes like an organ or something?
Yeah. And if
So
your eyes are invisible, that means you can't really see anything.
so that
Unless
brings
it's
that
like,
unless it's
huh?
what?
Oh, I mean, unless it's like comics and all that, because they can BS their way into people seeing while they're invisible.
Yeah. See, the thing is, what I just found out, like figured out right now actually, is um, because you said the eyes are an organ, right?
Oh wait.
The
Oh yeah, I probably said yes for no reason, but alright.
so
Probably.
that would mean that your eardrums are technically an organ. So that means, um,
No, you can still hear.
I mean,
I
your
mean, it's
eardrums
just
aren't
your eye.
there.
Well, I mean, they are. It's just that they're invisible. But like, if your eyes are invisible, let's say, how would you see?
Oh no.
Yeah. Okay. So,
You
yeah,
can. I don't think you can. No.
I'd rather have uh AOE punching than flying or invisibility.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, for flying, I'm not a fan of flying, obviously.
I'm not a fan of
So,
falling. That's what I am.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, still like flying it's not the safest, you know. What if your magic ability just like runs out in midair and you're just there like a that like mile high up and you just lose that power. Like what can you do? You can't do anything about it.
Yep.
Like
But with
somehow you lose the power in midair. Like that.
yeah,
What?
you just fall and then you die. That's the harsh reality of flying with a time limit.
Yeah. Or like a potion. Like you don't know if you don't know when that potion is gonna run out. Like sometimes the timers can be false, so that's where, you know, kind of bull. So yeah, for me, my superpower would be mind reading. Because as you know, people say your your brain is the most deadliest weapon in the entire world.
Yep.
And I was like, you know what? Yeah, that's pretty cool. So yeah, my superpower would be mind reading, because you could just literally, like, if someone was like, so for example, if like freaking someone from like a terrorist from Counter-Strike, you know, just freaking wants to plant the bomb, you can counterattack that by reading their minds, and you just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You can like easily counter them because you can read their minds and you know what to do. So it's very powerful. Like mind reading is such like an underrated choice, really, because it's overshadowed by, you know, what you said, flying, invisibility, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Or even super strength. I don't even know, like. But still, yeah, there's a guy, some guy's car went off.
Oh.
I don't know if you can hear. Yeah,
like,
you can't hear that. Good.
you got startled or something?
No, I was like, what? I thought it was my music playing in the background, and then I focused outside. I'm like, someone's car. So yeah, that's my decision for like some superpower.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's go with body pillows now. Body pillows.
Okay. Okay, AJ. What are you doing? This is not what I paid for. I don't even-
Yes. So, who would be on your body pillow and why? Go.
Body pillow.
Yes.
Okay, what kind of body pillow are we talking
Anime.
about? Anime body pillow. All right.
Yes.
I would choose. You know, like you're not being specific with anime. So,
Anything.
yeah, any anime, but you did not say waifu. There's no takebacks. You can't say waifu anymore.
Okay.
So, anime. I'd choose. I would choose just Pokeballs, like
Keep
as a
it
design for a
PG.
body pillow.
Yes, keep it PG right there.
Keep
That's
it
why I
PG.
didn't say waifu. Okay?
If it was waifu, I'd probably would end up spending how much time? How much time? I wouldn't choose.
You can't
I would.
choose.
I can't choose.
Oh. Okay, for me, body pillow of BTS and the K-pop band, you know, BTS. And
But you said anime. That's
oh,
Korean.
oh wait.
Oh
Okay,
my
yeah,
God.
I completely forgot because I was like thinking of like some body anything. Let's see, anime. K-On, yes, because there will just be guitars on my body pillow. Yes, K-On, and anime waifu. Oscar Langley. There you go. Oscar Langley.
Is it the bodysuit or is it her face?
The body.
Oh my God. Okay.
Yeah. If someone were to say like diva or something, that's not an anime.
It's not anime. Technically, it's not. And if they said there is, it's because there's too many anime fan art people that, you know, draw in the anime art style.
Yes.
No offense.
No offense.
No judgment. But I think there's like too much. Uh, to the point where I think anime is mainstream, like the mainstream kind of art. Like, what would people rather like see in a museum? Anime? All right, hold on. Like, let's say you got like a, I don't know, a statue, like an old Greek statue,
Yeah.
or would you look at a life-size anime statue?
Life-size anime statue.
Exactly. Like people's tastes in art change all the time to the point where the majority, or like mainstream stuff,
Hmm.
they just they're used to it. Like all of them are used to it. They like it. It's whatever.
Yeah. And
It's
then and
yeah.
then you know what happens when the R34 community go comes and just like interrupts.
Like, what are you doing?
I was like that. So yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Let's see. Let's see. Let's talk about fan fictions right now. Okay.
Why? Okay.
Okay. All
Okay.
right. So when was the first anime? Oh, oh wait. When was the first?
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay. When was the? What was your first fan fiction? What genre and what? I can't speak.
What what genre? What's
When did you make your first fan fiction and what genre was it about?
um it's my first fan fiction was made I think in 2000 17 or 2016 probably.
Whew.
Uh it I guess the genre is either like, I mean, like what's your, like, what's your definition on genre? Like,
Uh, like fiction, teen fiction, romance.
oh, I mean, I guess it's probably either, I feel like it's too short to say romance, but there's still romance in there. But it's also one shots, like a collection. So I'm guessing random would probably be the best genre,
Huh.
because
Okay.
it's random. Like
Mhm.
one character can appear, then the next chapter another character is gonna be the main focus. Yeah,
Okay.
I'd say random.
All right. Yeah, that's not too bad actually.
I think my book has like 50K readers, like overall 50K watches.
Damn. I
Yep.
remember. Dude, I remember that time when that one book I wrote is called remember the Dawn of Solitude. Oh my
Yeah.
God!
What?
Dude, I just went on Wattpad right now, and I see my recent book, The Cherry Blossoms That Bloomed That Day. It ranked #1 in Anohana.
I
Whew.
don't think people use that tag.
Lots of people actually. I beat people. I beat like many other people.
Dang.
3.4k viewers, 4.5. I beat all of them with just like 79. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah. But all right. So yeah, once you, dude, like, how do you get out there? Like, how did you get your first one shots to go out there? Like, how did it get
Uh,
to the point it got right? It's getting right now.
all right. So are you talking about like in the beginning or inspiration?
In the beginning, let's go there.
Okay, right in the beginning. For the one shots, it's, well, I wrote like Hyperdimension, Neptunia, and all that.
Uh,
The first one shot, it's a must. Like you have to do it. I feel like, and it's like the main character Neptune, and like it's pretty short for like for the rest of my writing, but I think it's pretty good as a introduction to the book, or like the collection one shots, because it's the main character. Everyone's familiar with Neptune, in that fan base, and why not?
Yeah, why not?
People out there, they 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 read.
Yeah. And for like one shots, right? How like aren't like the last time I read it, they're like the last time I read one shots were like they're pretty long chapters, but for you, how long do you set your chapters in? Like each
I'd
part?
probably average under 1,000. Maybe I'll go past 1,000 once in a while. I don't want like to cram in like everything that happens. Like I
Mm-hmm.
don't want one shots to become too long. I just want them to be short, simple yet sweet and effective.
Yeah. So like
Like
less than 1,000 words each part or something.
yeah,
Oh,
I'd
okay.
probably range around 600 to 800.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So when do you plan on making like your next? Like when do you plan on making a like an actual story, not a
Like an
one
actual
shots?
story.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact. I'm in a contest right now.
Ooh.
Uh, in school, there was this author. I think his name was Stephen Kozan. He has this company called Ready Aim Right, and in his uh in his like little assembly, like he got my class in creative writing, and also the illustrator came art programs and all that. But there's like this like section of time where we had to write a sort of a story that we would eventually, if we get chosen, can be published as an actual book.
Holy crap.
Yeah, and
Uh,
some past competitors, the winners, some even have bestsellers, and
what?
they're like still in school. They're still in school. Think S.E. Hinton, but like modern.
Yeah.
Like it's just. So I decided to enter, and it turns out like I got the news like a week ago that I am like one of the finalists. So I have to write 150 word synopsis or less to like describe my book and what's gonna be about. Will I have illustrations in them? Like, and if
Ooh,
I win, I guess I'll be writing that book.
nice, dude.
hmm
What's your book about?
Okay, the book takes turn like into like a sort of, I'm gonna say almost steampunkish, but yet I get my inspiration from RuneScape of all things,
Nice.
of course. So it's kind of a back to the past, like instead of back to the future, it's back to the past mostly. The main character, I don't remember his full name, so I made a nickname for him. So his nickname is Jules. Like it's a play on Jewel, like the gems and all that, but
Yeah.
it's spelled like Jules, short for Julian or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a play on that. And so this guy is he wakes up in a train station, like I think I wrote some descriptive features of the guy. He had like red pupils and all that. Uh Probably like a sort of fictional sort of race or like heredity sort of thing, like a trait. Um, he goes around. He basically examines the train station, and like from one wall he can see a scripture, like a replica of a scripture,
Mm-hmm.
and the other wall is uh I forgot what the other wall was, but mostly he stuck to the wall with the scripture. He went to it and he's like, like what if I found the original scripture? Maybe I could be rich and all that. And so he goes on a journey, but then like he stops, because I reveal like in the beginning that he had a wife, and
Ooh.
the wife is either missing or dead. So like he keeps a pocket watch that I think she bought for him, on like a special day. I don't know, probably like an anniversary or something. I'll see when I get back my paper if he gives it back. So like he gets the pocket watch, and as the train's coming and he's going in, he's flashing his ticket. He's going quickly, and he sits in his seat. He opens it again, and he just gets traveling. He's traveling back into the past
Wow.
because he one, he wanted to find the real scripture, and two, he wanted to see what happened to his wife. Like what happened? Why is she gone?
Okay.
So it takes place um the past. It's sort of like a, you can call it in RuneScape terms, you know the town Al-Kharid,
Yes, I do. Yes.
like the
The
more like
desert place?
Arabic,
Yeah.
yeah, the desert place. It takes in a town near that, and it's like it's I reveal it to be his hometown, you know, and he finds like his wife, but like at probably a younger age, or probably before she got taken away or something, and he you know he follows her into a train, and the two like coincidentally sat together. You know, they chatted for a bit, thinking like the wife was thinking that like she was like talking to him like at that time, but it was actually Jules from the future. Well,
Oh.
technically is the present, but it's, since we're in the past, like it's future Jules. So as they were talking, she reveals that she had the scripture all along and kept it a secret, because what happens next is, as she gives the scripture for Jules to take and like look at it, she gets taken away by robbers, like thieves, robbers, whatever they call them. And uh since the pocket watch is like working, like its power is working only on a train, Jules gets sent back to the present again.
Yeah.
And so like he wakes up, like, and it's a similar setting to the beginning of the story. And like once he wakes up, he has the scripture and all that. He looks at the walls. He realizes that one of the walls does not have the replica of the scripture. And as soon as he's like up and about, there was an assassination attempt on him. And like the end of the story is uh is up to the readers, like whether he died or not.
Oh, okay. So it ends
Yeah,
there? It just ends there?
it ends there. It ends there. He finally gets what he wanted, but then it comes back and hits him like a million times in the groin.
Jeez.
Yeah.
So
So
what so what you're gonna do to the people is just you're gonna leave them hanging like that?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
like
Okay.
yeah,
I mean, that's pretty that's a cool strategy because it gets them going. It lets them like recap like
mm,
about like everything and like what everything that they read like lead
mm-hmm,
it to the ending. Like,
yeah,
because people, you don't know if he's gonna die, you don't know if he's gonna live or beat the crap out of the robbers or something.
yeah. It's either like he's dead, or there's going to be a sequel to the book if it gets a bestseller. If it gets a bestseller, then I might make a sequel.
Yeah, always. If they love it, always make a sequel.
Hmm. And if I make the sequel and it's trash, I'd probably just, I earned my money, because you actually get money if you win. If it's a bestseller, you get some money. And I think uh if if like a job as an author fails, I always stick to Wattpad.
Mhm.
and I'll probably like spread my fame through Wattpad or whatever. Probably gain a bit, you know. Probably continue the sequel and like the sequels to come in Wattpad, you know, and yeah, and I'll probably like still go to college and all that. I'll probably earn a lot of money from my book sale. Still, like even though like it's all over, like I'm talking about the future. Like if I win and like I guess, eh, yeah, I think that can be pretty good. Like I can earn enough money to afford college without using my my bank account that I don't even know how I have it because my dad keeps telling me you I have a bank account and it has like I don't know like 3,000 or more dollars in there. I'm like, what?
And you didn't know about
But
that.
I I didn't know that I was like to get those money like I had to do well like get A's and B's and all that. Like that was pretty weird for me. I'm like, okay, this is sort of like a I have to be good to earn money kind of perspective, like in elementary school. But you know,
Lucky.
it's yeah,
We don't get anything here. No, we
yeah,
don't.
yeah. It's sad, but you know, like if I win the book contest, I'll fly off from there.
Not you fly off. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, that's pretty cool, dude. Like that's
Hmm.
pretty interesting story. I don't really read that much like about like RuneScape stuff, like medieval times stuff, magic. But that is pretty cool. Like if it actually like comes to here, like is it on like anywhere right now or it's just
Like,
turned in?
what do you mean?
Like is it like for the public to read right now at the moment?
No, because I haven't even started ever since like the author, the guy took my paper because you know he had to read it and call out
Oh,
who's
okay.
gonna who the candidates to become, you know, one of two winners to get their book published.
Nice.
Yeah, so I'll be hoping.
Yes,
I'll
good
be praying.
hopes.
I'll be
Yeah.
praying.
Good hopes, good praise. Yeah.
Yep.
I All right, so you want to know how like the first like do you want to know how like I got into writing?
Is it
So,
because of me?
okay, you're the second part right now. I'll tell you that right now. You're the second part, but I have like
Yeah.
part 1. I have part 1 too. I have a part 1, okay?
Okay.
So, so this was like back in 6th grade, right?
Right.
We were having there was November 2014. Holy crap, I remember the exact date. That was the month where our English teachers made us do like some this thing that they called NaNoWriMo,
Mhm.
and it's basically like a competition of how many words you can write in a story in a time period in a certain time period. So at that time, like obviously like I'm not a writer. At that time I was not a writer at all. I did not know how to write at
Mhm.
all,
Mhm.
but I was like I had to do this. It's like it's also for a grade in my class, but not only that, I want to like win this competition. So I was like scraping for inspiration, like anything is possible. Rip, I was not watching anime. I did not know anime back then. Um, I didn't watch much movies back then. Um, I
So you
did not
basically
read
have
book.
you're on a writing block.
Yes. What? Writing blog?
Block.
Block. Yes, yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So so yeah, what so the like I and also I did not read books. So I did not get inspiration from books at all. But what did give me inspiration was the games I did play back then. And
Yeah.
the biggest inspiration for me was Resident Evil. Res like we all know
Shooting.
Resident Evil has like a pretty dang awesome um story mode to it. So that's why like that's the thing I remembered, and that's the thing I like wrote about. Because it just has such like amazing storyline. It's writable. It could be converted into how whatever you want. And not only that, like I even I even have dreams about Resident Evil. Like the characters like being in my dream when I sleep at night, you know? So and that is actually like one part. Like that one dream caused me to like have full inspiration about like full inspiration um about writing this. Full inspiration about Resident Evil, writing about it, you know? And like the first thing I think the first thing I wrote was in my house. Yes, in my
Yeah.
house I wake up and, and I get out of my bed, go downstairs and that shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
Um well, and yeah, that's basically where it starts. And the whole premise, all right, so that first part of that story is basically this kid. I reamped it a bit. All right, I obviously did a remake on Wattpad, right?
Right.
So I'm gonna read the remake instead. Like it was this guy. His name is Jay Kachatka, and
Mm-hmm.
he lives alone in his house because his parents are they work out of country. They travel a lot, so
Mm-hmm.
he doesn't see them at all. So and Jay's also like having some like problems from school, like everything socially, academically. He's having problems with everything, and
Mm.
like he couldn't play games because like of his school. He doesn't really own games that much. So this one day, this time when Jay wakes up from his bed, right in my house, I wake up, right.
Mm-hmm.
He checks his mailbox, right. That's the thing
Right.
he does every day, cause his mom told him to, and he finds like an envelope in the mailbox, right. But it wasn't just any ordinary notebook. It was I mean envelope. Sorry, god damn it. It was not an ordinary notebook. He read the wrote the name, and it was from this military. It was the Bioterrorism Security Assessment Alliance. It's the BSAA. It was sent directly from them. Like this big military mailed Jay's house, and
Specifically for him.
specifically for him. And
Okay.
they ask Jay, um, we we are looking for strong people like you. We are looking for strong we're looking for brave people like you. And specifically we chose you we because we I don't remember, okay? But it was like for
What
something about like
was he like?
strength and shit.
Was he like athletic?
Um you could say like Jay had some like military experience from like his mill sims and stuff. Like from his
Okay.
it might sound like a bit cheesy, but he got like all of his like like military experience from mill sims from airsoft games he was in as like a side
Hmm.
hobby besides school, because he knew the
Yeah.
stuff. So um and apparently that information got led to the BSAA, and the BSAA caught that from Jay. And
So
that's
he was so good at airsoft, like he was beating like actual Marines and other stuff at like competitions.
you could say like he's like he's you could say he's like experienced to the point where you can actually deploy.
Oh,
For example, like you could deploy in Afghanistan or something.
that
But
is serious skill.
I
In
exactly, and that's probably, and Jay was like, well, that's probably the reason why I'm in this, you know. So
Mhm.
what Jay does, he goes back to his house, gets like obviously get his mail back,
Mhm.
and he goes back to his house, and he grabs he leaves the envelope there. He just takes off. That in that note, the note gave Jay an address, right? It was in a bunker. It was like this very hidden bunker in like the side of a mountain. And the address was like so discreet. like Jay didn't even know what it was, so he just like, you know, he was like, yeah, I'm just gonna go, you know, I don't have anything else to do. Um, all right, so that was the remake. You wanna know like the original part?
Sure.
All right, so the original was I take the envelope and I give it to this guy named Uncle Bernard.
So
This is
basically, my
referencing your dad basically. I
yeah.
put your dad in the book because like I had nothing else to do at the original time.
Plus,
So I
like
was like,
my dad was like actually in the Air Force in the Philippines back then.
well, shoot, I didn't realize that until.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was the original part. Like I gave the envelope to Uncle Bernard and just like, and he's like, yeah, okay, I'll just take this. So yeah, that was the original part. I don't know what I was doing. But all right, so back to the remake. I walk like 30 minutes from my house to the bunker cuz like we were we were living like it takes place in New Jersey cuz obviously I don't have anywhere else. We were living near a mountain, like a hillish mountain, and that's where the bunker is. So Jay walked there. Took 30 minutes cuz like Jay lived near a mountain, hill, whatever it's called. And he opens the door to the bunker. And what he sees in that bunker is a bunch of men and women dressed up in military gear. Jay was like, "Oh my god, what did I just get myself into?"
Mhm.
So he just proceeds to like, go with the flow, Like he was invited technically to this place, right? So like no, he didn't want to turn it down. He didn't want to turn the invitation down.
Yeah.
So like, go with the flow. He sat down. He sat down to like these two other boys. And what Jay didn't realize was those two boys that he was sitting next to were his brothers. He didn't realize that until like they turned around to see Jay. It was like, "Oh my god. Hey dude, what's up, brother?" And you know what their names are?
Based off of me
Cyril
and
and Ian, yeah.
yeah.
I made all of us three of like into brothers because like literally we do act like brothers on like that's not even
Yeah. It's not. Plus, you're my god brother. Like,
well yeah
so
technically so yeah um so yeah that's basically like the premise like that's basically what you need to know like all three of us like in the military basically that's basically the whole story that goes until season 4 which is 2017. So though I wrote like I'm pretty sure I showed you this already. Like
hmm
all four books. Like all four notebooks. Like one notebook like it had that part where I introduced like all three of us,
yeah.
And like the second part is like the second part of the book is where everything changes. All right, I'm just going to skip through it. Skip through that part. We switch from the BSAA to this other team from the USA called Delta Force. Yeah, Delta Force. And uh and we fight and it's basically we're crossing over to Call of Duty now at this point. So
Mhm.
we're facing like against um like these bad guys, they're like Makarov and stuff like that. We're facing like bad Russians and and yeah, that's
Like,
basically it. That's basically it. And then the third book in the series, um, I switched from Delta Force to Sentinel Task Force, and at that time, um, technology has gotten so far that military guys in the Sentinel require you to wear an exoskeleton, uh, for
ooh,
combat. So
like a suit.
yeah, basically like a freaking exosuit for combat in the military. So what you can do is like freaking boost jump and stuff. You can like punch the crap out of people, kick the crap out of people and stuff like that. There's like so many mods. Like I couldn't even explain all of them in the book. Like there was just so many things you could do with the suit. Like we didn't like Jay realized like how come I wasn't here? We didn't have that stuff in the Delta Force. So kind of brings like the whole, yeah, I don't regret being in Sentinel factor, you know?
Yeah.
And then in the same book, we switch from Sentinel to Overwatch. So this is where the big crossover comes in. This is the main premise of the whole series bait right here. So, obviously, at this point, Jay, he goes in Overwatch, right? And he's just like full out like a different person. Like he gets like he has his exosuit, right? And along with it, he has like Tracer's Chronal Accelerator. He has Widowmaker's like grappling hook modified for Jay specifically. And like Jay's like having the time of his life there. And not only that, like you know, Diva, right?
Yeah.
Like the like he found like Jay found a girl that he actually loved in Overwatch. So he's like, yeah, this is the best team ever. Like screw Sentinel. This was the best team ever. Overwatch. But the thing is, like, Jay was still he's co-signed with Sentinel, so he's technically still in Sentinel. So so yeah. And then in book 4, everything's still the same.
Okay.
So yeah. It's like a pretty long, I'm not even kidding. I have like 3 notebooks filled with writing just for the series. I call the series the Revelations series because because the first book was based off of Resident Evil Revelations. Like the first mission I was in like took place in like this place called Terra Grigia, and that took place in Resident Evil Revelations. So that's why like I chose the name Revelations as like the main name of the whole series. And of course, like each chapter has its different name. Each individual book has its own name though, but the whole series like all of them is like called Revelations. So yeah. Like the games and stuff like had a huge impact. And then part 2, this is when you come in October 2017. You came to, I think you came to my house like around like at that time, right?
Right.
And I showed you my books, and you thought like, I'm pretty sure you remember what you said, right?
Like, okay.
Like I read the books to you,
Yeah. I'm
and
like, it's not bad. They're not bad.
you said,
It's just that, wait. I know, I forgot what I said.
okay, but there was something in there that you told me that oh, you should go write on Wattpad.
Oh yeah,
And then
yeah.
you showed me the website, and I was like, yeah, this is pretty cool. And then I followed you on Wattpad. I saw your stuff on there, and it got like so many reads. I was like, dude, this is cool. I want to do this. So I created my first Wattpad account, and then I created my first book, my first fan fiction on Wattpad. It was called it was, I think, wait, what was it called again? I'm going on Wattpad right now, actually. It was called Revelations.
Yeah,
Duh.
Revelation.
And yeah, that's basically it.
So like, in all that time, like you're now in like anime and all that. You're trying to grab like inspiration for your next book, or like are you just like
Alright, so at the
that?
moment, for my recent book, most recent, I uploaded on Christmas. It's called The Cherry Blossoms That Bloomed That Day.
Yeah.
And right at the moment, like it has like 79 views. This is like the most I've ever gotten. So I'm pretty proud of it. My inspiration for this book was all about Anohana. Like the whole premise of the story was all about Anohana, because Anohana, the anime, like hit me hard like a freaking punch to the freaking heart. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. It made me cry. That anime made me cry. I was like, dude, I have to like makes like some type of book about this, like
Yeah.
revolving around it. So and at that time like Homecoming was around, and like at the time I liked this girl, so I like wrote like a romance novel because why not? Like just get my emotions out there. So the main premise of the book, the description of is this boy, he's in sophomore year. His name is Kodoku, and he
Mhm.
wants to ask out a girl that he's been in love with since ninth grade junior high. Her name is Jikan, and the problem is he doesn't know how to approach her. And the other problem is homecoming is only 3 days away, and in this book, what will Kodoku do to deal with this situation? So
Mm.
yeah, ranked number one in Hanohana. Let's go ahead and read it.
No, wait, hold on. I'm looking at it right now. You
Oh,
said
okay.
that was your fastest growing book, or
Fastest growing basically.
yeah, but your
Isn't
most views I think has to be Loose Ends. That has to
oh
be like, yeah, Loose Ends has 81 views.
ooh, I didn't realize that. Let me see. Oh my god, it does. Holy crap!
Yeah.
But the problem, the thing is, like that, it took a while for that one to get to that
Yeah.
point. But for this one, like Cherry Blossom and Moonlight Day, like I don't even know. It's only been like 3 days, 4 days, I mean, and it's 79 views. I'm like, what? So yeah, that's pretty
Mm.
cool. Like the first time, like by the time I like as I was writing this book, I was like in there basically. I felt like I was in there. It was such a good book to write about, and it was like cool.
Mm.
And to feature like some of my favorite anime right now. Give it a shine, you know.
Yeah.
And of course, yeah, of course, it has like some like geological features,
Mm.
geological botches. Like, it takes place in October, but there's cherry blossoms in Japan, so that's not accurate. But I wanted to do it because in real life, homecoming was at that time,
So
and
yeah, you just
so I was
why
like,
not?
yeah, I'm just gonna do that. I don't freaking care. It's fiction anyway, and every anime has to like have some sort of like cherry blossom in it, so but
True.
but the
Like
thing is cherry
well,
blossoms are so beautiful. Like what you
yeah.
can you like how can you not like write something about that? Pretty cool.
Mhm.
So yeah, that was like my first like book that I like that wasn't inspired by games, really.
Mm.
And it was
So
like, actually, no, 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 no. um no, the Dawn of Solitude. Oh, no, no, okay, yeah, never mind, that was inspired by games. So yeah, this like the cherry blossom that bloomed that day like was basically soloed away from games.
mm.
I was proud of it. I'm still proud of it.
Yeah.
It was such a relief when I pressed this publish button, because I was like, I want to release this on Christmas, and I was like pressuring myself, so I was like relieved to like press that publish button.
Yeah.
Um, all right? So for you, are you are you writing a Wattpad story right now? Are you still doing something with your one shots?
Okay, so I've I've come to a point where I've pretty much written almost every character that people know. It's just that requests keep coming and I can't really keep up with the requests. So I'm just trying to scavenge like whatever I can write first. I'm currently writing a part. It's involving two characters this time. Uh, but I have done them in the past, so this is probably gonna be it's gonna be like I know what these characters are, so I'm just going to write whatever that seems most accurate the to the game
Hmm.
and what like reactions, like like postures and all that. Like I'll keep that down, and then I'll think of the what the plot's gonna be like what's the setting.
Right.
So yeah, I've already came up with a title. It's called Seeing Double, since like the characters are really just one character, but like there's a good one and an evil one.
Right.
Yeah, like it's that kind of character. So mm, yeah, I'm writing something like right now,
All right.
like recently.
All right. That's good to hear. Like you're not like slacking or anything. That's pretty cool. That's good to hear.
Yep.
I should be saying it to myself, but I'm
You
slacking because when I released that book, I'm like, yeah, I'm taking a break.
you're taking a break. Well, I
Yeah.
mean, I took a year break from writing, but then I uploaded my return my return thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. This was uh let me pull up
Was this on your
my
old
edit.
account or your new one?
My new account turned into my alt and I got back to my old account, so that's my main again.
Okay.
So, yeah. Let's see the time gap. So, right. It went from August to an update chapter. So that went August to November. That's how long and like before that, yeah, I think I'm pretty inconsistent with these. Uh, I've all wrote them in 2017.
Jeez.
Confirmed. So November 24th to January 5th was the first like sort of break, like a 1 month break. And then from January to August 14th, 2018. January 2018 to August 2018. That's like
Jeez.
seven
Oh
months.
my god. What?
7 months.
That's how
And
long it took
then
me to grow my hair to my. Yeah. Oh.
yeah. So yeah, that was my first big break. Like I had writer's block, so I couldn't really do anything.
Mm.
But then August, and then I wrote the chapter, and then I took another break, not as long, like 2 month break, and I uploaded a update on the thing, on November, and then I finally released a new chapter this month on the 3rd. So I'm currently about to hit a 1 month break. Uh,
Mhm. Ooh.
yeah, and it's I'll be working on it soon.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. Like looking back, like at the stuff we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
To see how much we've like done stuff. You know, it's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the I remember, like my first book, Revelations. It was literally a two-part book
Yeah.
because that's basically what my actually wait, what is it? It's a one-part book. Oh my goodness. Wow. Okay. So yeah, you see, the reason why they were like that is because they're basically chapters in my physical copy of the book. So
Mm.
yeah, and then obviously like in the middle, I start to make books that are like more have more parts in it,
Yep.
and yeah, to the part where right now the book with the most parts in my library is like 13.
13.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That's like the most. What about I'm pretty sure your like one shots is like 61 parts or something.
No, it's
Oh,
actually it's actually pretty sure 14 parts, I think.
14.
14.
Okay.
Like you don't really need to upload that many pages to get big, but you know,
Okay.
I guess you just gotta execute it right. Like, like that are some fans on Wattpad are into like Onohana or whatever. You do it, and they might get attracted to your book, and you might get views, and you might get followers. Neptuno is a pretty big series at this point. Uh, I think seven games based on it, and uh yeah, people really get attached to my one shots, and they follow for more. I think I'm at like how many followers I'm at. I broke
500.
200.
Oh,
I broke at 200. There's 205 followers right now.
nice.
Yeah, I so that's more than my YouTube account.
That's more than my Instagram and my
That's
Twitch.
yeah. So overall, I think every social media account that I have is like well over 100, except for Instagram,
Hmm.
because I keep it private.
Oh,
I,
your
I
Instagram's
keep it
private.
private. I gotta check if it's really private or not, because I remember being it private. Yeah, I think it's private.
Okay. All right. So are you sure like the most parts in your book are like 14? I think you like read something wrong. I see it right here. It's like
Well,
41.
oh no, that's not a book. It's just a
Random
blog.
book.
Well,
You
it's more like a blog than a book, but it's nonetheless it's technically like a book because Wattpad, but I don't use it as a book. It's not something you should really read every day. It's just, hey, this is what I'm doing today, or like this week, or this month, or this year.
yeah.
Yeah, it's more like an update status, like if I'm alive or not. And
Mhm.
yep.
Dude. All right. All right. That's pretty cool. Like this whole conversation about writing was like probably the best things I've ever did as a podcast, you know?
Mhm.
Cuz we explain our interests, pretty
Yep.
much. Um and it's pretty cool to like relate to some, you know.
Mhm.
So let's switch over to like some like art, like artsy stuff.
Yeah.
So like DeviantArt, like you're on DeviantArt, right?
Yeah.
All right. So what like for your first post on DeviantArt, like what like was it? Let me check. Like what was it and like
It
how
was a picture of wait, first post like in general or like picture?
first picture.
First picture. It was I think about my first persona in Gmod, like something like a mascot. My first mascot. Yeah, it became that. And I think the art was made actually by um like Hex. He made it. He actually made it. I I did I give credit?
Uh uh
Can you check? Cause like I'm like sort of on RuneScape and I can't really leave because it's a 1 minute uh 1 minute uh
he didn't give
idol.
You
I
didn't.
didn't give credit.
No.
Oh, I think he probably didn't care
Oh
anyway.
wait. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did.
Okay.
Yeah, you did.
He still
Uh.
probably didn't care anyway.
So yeah,
But
that was your persona, and then
yep.
you made this picture of you versus Justin.
What do you mean?
You versus Justin, and like
N-
facing each other.
no. What? Where?
N- on your DeviantArt.
I don't remember about anything
Okay, never
so
mind.
like towards that.
Okay, never
So
mind.
I don't know.
All right. So yeah, you do all this stuff in Gmod, right? Correct.
Hmm. Yep.
You should get into it. So so oh yeah. My first Gmod picture is actually our Roblox avatars, and it was like a band promo. It was like a little band promo thingy that was terrible.
Yeah.
And I featured like two Overwatch guys, like this Genji like dabbing in the window in the back.
Gosh.
Oh my! And this was created with SFM. We're so opposite right now because you use Gmod, I use SFM.
Mm.
But we should not hate each other because that's not how it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Actually, fun fact, I got in an argument. Do you know Nathan Kent?
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we got in an argument because he knows that I use SFM and he's like, oh dude, Jason uses SFM. He's like, he has to like know nothing about Gmod, and I'm like,
You started with
I
G.
started with Gmod. You
I
shit.
mean,
And he's like,
no,
oh
no
yeah, really?
disrespect,
Then how
please.
come? And then like, and then okay, I don't remember what I said, but we did have an argument over it. It was actually on a Discord. It was in the
Oh.
Gmod SFM chat. Actually, like
Mm.
he explained like everything and like why he hated me as an SFM creator, cause he thought like, for some reason he thought like SFM guys were like the most arrogant people, cause they think that they're better than like Gmod, but when they're clearly like it's almost the same. Basically, you could do the same stuff with it.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Like I don't know what was up at what I don't know what was up with him that time. But like
Mm.
not to haggle him, but like that was just like a little thing like that kind of like drove me a little bit away from SFM. But I was like, SFM was like, I love SFM because modeling is easier in my opinion.
Yeah.
You don't have to like freeze them first. You don't have to worry about like glitches in Gmod. Cause like while I was doing some stuff, like I remember those like Gmod animations we used to do.
Yeah.
I remember like encountering glitches in the middle of doing them, and I had to like start them all over again.
Yeah. It's a hassle.
And then when I switched to SFM, like literally there's like glitch. It's like basically glitchless for me. It's no,
Mm.
there's like no ragdolls. There's no like game. There's a map engine, but there's like no real game engine. Talking about.
Yeah.
So, but the game engine starts when you do like there's this like somehow record button, and it like runs TF2 in SFM, and I'm like, that's useless.
Oh.
But that's the only time like where you can activate like the game engine, but in realness it's like not a game engine.
Oh.
So yeah, it's glitchless. That's why I choose SFM. I
Mm.
would go back to Gmod for easy particles, but I just want to stick to SFM. I want to try to figure out I want to figure out SFM to the fullest, so that's why I'm using that.
Mm.
Still, but you guys seemed like it seems like Gmod's like still pretty easy to use for stuff like this.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah. I feel like I'm the only SFM guy here. Rip.
Rip.
Rip, man. What? What happened? Did you fart?
Probably.
Nice.
That was a snort. That was a snort.
Oh, okay, okay. Nice excuse.
That
Oh, nice.
was-
Alright, so let's talk about the most liked DeviantArt post we have. Let's see. Let's see what do see over here in my DeviantArt. The most liked photo. Oh my god. Oh my god, I have a tie. Alright, so this is one picture. It was just like it was Widowmaker, you know her from Overwatch?
Mm-hmm.
It was her just like doing her sitting emote under volumetric lighting.
Yeah.
And then I have this other one. It was Tracer X Scout. It was a picture that was requested by a guy on my DeviantArt that was following me. And he requested for me to make a picture of Tracer kissing Scout. And I was like, I'm not... Yeah, I did it. It got 20 likes. So did the Widowmaker sitting down. It got 20 likes. But this one was like... Oh my god. Like, this was the most weirdest post I'd made. I remember, like, posting it as, like, marked as mature content because they're kissing and stuff like that. And the guy told me... The guy told me, is like, don't put it mature. I'm like, this is a PG. This is like a PG DeviantArt, and what they're doing is like, is like rated R. I mean T.
Rated T.
Because Tracer's on Scout's lap, and they're kissing like that. And I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna do this. But the guy came again. He said, now do one when they're standing up. And I'm like, ah! But I did it. I didn't post it though. Dang. Oh my god. I regret it.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't take requests anymore. I just want to do like myself. That sounded wrong.
Yeah.
But I want to do everything like on like my own schedule. I don't want to have to like let people down, you know. I hate the feeling when you just let people down, but this one, like, I just had, like, the guy like kept requesting like so many things, and I was like, I can't do it. I have to let this guy down. I just can't.
Yeah.
I have to do Twitch streams. I have to make YouTube videos. I just don't have time to do like requests for other people. No?
Yeah, I understand.
Oh my goodness. So yeah. So yeah, let me see your like most liked picture on DeviantArt. Let's see. So we have 5. We have 7. Okay, we have 7 likes, and that was the Gmod bath time with Adult Neptune.
Oh, that one.
It doesn't look too bad.
It looks pretty bad.
No. I mean, I would do worse.
I didn't try with the posing. That was novice. I don't know why everyone liked it. Probably because Neptune was in the bikini or whatever. But did I post that as mature only?
What it say?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure because yeah. Okay.
What?
Oh my god. Alright, just look.
Look at what?
I just saw this on the side.
Oh.
I was like, whoa.
It's SFM. It's SFM.
SFM. You made this in Gmod, which is like pretty cool. This looks like, see, the thing is, it looks like SFM. You can't really tell. You have to mark it as SFM or Gmod. So they'll know. But if you don't mark it, they won't know because they're basically the same. And yeah.
True.
That's the thing. Like Gmod artists like misconcepts stuff with SFM guys. it kind of like makes me wonder why they. It makes me wonder why people think there's like a there's like wedge between SFM and Gmon. They're the same thing. Like it's literally SF. Your bad time looks like it's from SFM, like straight up.
Really?
Yeah, it's just like if you.
I labeled it Gmod though, so
But
it's
exactly, I wouldn't have known because I use both. So yeah, if you didn't label, I would assume it was SFM because of the way it looks. You know.
no. I edit my pictures in Pixlr. It's a Pixlr.
No, I'm looking at the way the layout looks like. It's basically SFM layout, and the posing, you can do the same thing in SFM. I wouldn't tell if you didn't mark it. So I use both.
Mm.
Um. So yeah, that was pretty cool.
Hmm.
Adult Neptune. Is there like a high school version of her or something?
It's basically either it's an older Neptune from a different dimension because the
Hyperdimension. Yeah.
zero dimension or ultra dimension.
Ultra dimension.
Yeah.
Woo! So yeah, let's
Hmm.
let's look at Ian's. Look. Oh, I didn't. Is it X Sonic X2?
Yeah.
Still?
Yeah.
Look at him. He gets like so many likes,
Yeah, because
and he's made it in Gmod.
Yeah.
See, guys, I mean, this is why I still want to go back to Gmod. This is the stuff that I want to do, but I just can't. This is like professional grade stuff right here.
Mm, what do you think of my newer art?
You know, it's a lot better. It's more enhanced and stuff like that. You know what
Mm.
I'm trying to say?
Yeah, like what about my most recent?
Most Night Watch, yeah, that looks pretty sick. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
Yeah.
how'd you like get that like lens flare stuff right there?
Oh,
Did you like? Is that an actual like thing in Gmod?
no, I use Pixlr.
Oh, okay,
It's basically a lot of layouts and stickers
okay.
and all that, and I had to make it like translucent and also make it like light so that I could get like the flare and the that cloudy sort of
Mhm. Yeah,
the atmosphere of night.
yeah, I understand. I understand where you're trying to
Yeah.
go for here.
Hmm.
I mean, yeah, I mean, just looking from like the three of us, like we all post like different stuff. Like it's pretty clear. Like you post
Yep.
like lots of hyperdimension stuff and like Gmod stuff, and Ian posts like lots of Nintendo stuff, your ninja stuff specifically, and I post like gaming, like like Roblox stuff, Overwatch, and recently like some Hatsune Miku stuff and like League of Legends.
Mm.
So yeah, we can see the diversity here. It's
Yeah.
pretty cool. We all have different mindsets, so that's it. That pretty much sums it up. Explains pretty well. Um. So yeah. All right. So yeah, that's pretty cool. Art, art stuff right there. Um. Let's shift our gears and let's talk about like um our favorite vacations. Like one was like top 3 favorite vacations ever. Let's go. Let's you first.
I
Um,
uh it's always like one of the spots always has to be your house because I always find
you always what you
like
cut out.
it's away from the state, away
Oh,
from New Jersey. It's more peaceful, I guess. It's like I get that sort of feeling, more vibes coming from it, more, you know.
why? It's like New Jersey is like always the like same old shit. Like that's what they
It's
all
the
say.
same old. Yeah.
And it's like when you said like peaceful, like in Jersey, like over there is like kind of chaotic, I guess.
It's more kind of like heckling and all that, you know,
Heckling.
in school. Yeah.
Oh, cause you live right next to school.
Yep.
Oh.
I live right next to like an elementary school,
Yeah.
and it's like, oh, these kids.
And then yeah, and then you get and you get like people at night, like kids at night just hang out there, you know? I've seen it
Yeah.
before. Like they hang out there. Oh hey.
Mhm.
Okay. And like there was this like I remember this like one time when me and Mariana like made a scene like on purpose like
Yeah.
to try to get these other group of kids like to like attract attention. Like we pretended me and Mariana were like fighting. So we would see like what the boys would do and like they did nothing. They're
Yeah,
like
cause
they won't do anything.
yeah.
And but what I'm trying to say, like lots of people hang out there. Like you like when we're trying to hang out outside, there'll always be like a group of
I
kids
need.
just like hanging out there, you know, around there. It's like
Mhm.
all right, so what's another like favorite vacation? You have to have something good, like come on.
Um, you know, like it's been a long time, but I enjoyed Wildwood. You know, going to
Ooh.
Wildwood, New Jersey. It's basically beachside. You know, there's a dock and all that.
Hmm.
Uh, yeah, I got to swim. I don't know how to swim. I just stand there
You
because I'm
just
that
stand
tall.
there.
I'm that tall.
I mean, I don't blame you. I don't know how to swim as well.
I mean, like, there's swimming lessons in gym. Like, you have to, like, that is a requirement. You have to have, like, swimming classes. But, you know,
In your
I tried
school?
it. Yeah,
No.
2 years. And then and junior year, oh, next year for me, you can switch out of it for, like, something else.
You're taking swimming lessons right now?
No, I already took them.
Oh, you already took it
Uh,
out.
yeah, I'm going through driver's ed.
Oh, yeah, same. Me too.
Yeah.
You didn't get your permit, right?
No, I'm 15.
Yeah, I didn't get my permit either. I'm 15 too. Um,
Yeah, I think uh after driver's ed you get a blue card, right?
huh?
Do you get a blue card, which is
Uh,
the
uh,
ticket to getting a permit?
oh yeah, yeah, that one. I was like, oh yeah, what? But yeah. We do get like a blue card.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah, what's your number one favorite vacation? Let's go.
Number one favorite vacation
Yes.
to be I'm gonna have to say the first time I went to Atlantic City.
Whoa.
Yeah. It was when I was like, how old was I?
5 or 4.
5 or something, and
Didn't.
it's, you know, like I enjoyed it. The food was all right, you know, at the time for my little kid taste buds.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Um
Weren't we all
a
there?
lot of yeah, we were like basically all there.
Like me, you, and Ian, all there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd say so. I miss when I went to Atlantic City.
All right. Yeah. The I went to Atlantic City 3 years ago, and I'll tell you right now, it's like it's different. But I still enjoy that place. Like seriously, but I feel like I'd only enjoy it when I'm with like relatives like you. If I were to
Yeah.
go there on myself, I would be like, yeah, this is like a. Ugh. But yeah, but at the time I was with Elisa and Mariana, so it was like a lot better.
Yeah.
So yeah. I mean, it's always better when you guys are around. So, yeah.
Hmm.
But yeah, Atlantic City. Yeah, that place is pretty cool. But unfortunately, it's not like in my top 3 list of like favorite vacations because
Hmm.
I've been there many times. So
I think I've only been there like 3 times, and then I can't even remember everything. So I'm like, I would kill. Not really, not really. I won't kill for anything. But figuratively kill to go to Atlantic City again, because like I haven't been there like for the rest of my childhood. So like I'm kind of missing those memories, like missing being there and missing like I can't remember them. So
so
yeah,
if you were to go to Atlantic City like with us, like like again, like in the future, like would you like really?
I'd probably be hype. I'll be hype. I'm like,
Yeah,
you
let's
know,
go.
casinos. Yeah.
Hopefully we're old enough at the time we even if it takes us that long to go back to Atlantic City.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'd be going to casinos and stuff.
Hmm.
That's Atlantic City is basically like casino galore in that one building.
Yep. That one main building.
Alright, so it seems like all of your favorite vacations take place in the U.S.
Yeah.
What about like
You
some
wanna know?
vacations um like out of like U.S.
Oh, I went to Canada.
Canada?
Canada, yeah.
Yeah.
Um, I think I was like 6 or
Uh,
something.
you were
I don't
6.
remember much. I don't remember much, but there was a tour, WWE Raw. There's a tour there. I was like, "Can we go, Dad?" And then like he's like, "No,"
We didn't come here for
straight
that.
up. We didn't come here. Came here to visit. And I'm like, "Oh,"
I mean,
which I can understand. Raw, like
yeah,
W Raw tickets are pretty expensive. Plus, it's Canadian money. Like,
yeah. It's a
I'm
bit
pretty
more.
sure we didn't bring that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I remember some parts. And then another time I went to the Philippines. I would say that it would have been a top 3 if I figured out that there was no internet and there was like the water wasn't really good to drink.
Yeah, you told me like in the middle of like your vacation you got like
I
super
got
sick.
super sick.
Yeah, you told
Super
me
sick.
about that. You like crapped pretty like you literally pissed poop. Like is that like
Yeah.
how bad was it?
No, it was literally like I couldn't leave the bathroom.
You couldn't leave.
Plus, we were touring. We were going around the Philippines. So like, what is
Oh
torturing me
god.
for?
Oh.
So what's even worse is that I hate using like public bathrooms. And
Same.
like, oh, it's so disgusting. I don't want to go there ever unless I bring water from the airport.
And unless you bring like a portable Wi-Fi or something.
Yeah, we bought Wi-Fi there.
It wasn't the greatest.
It wasn't the greatest. It was like probably close to bad.
Well, Jesus.
Yeah, and also mobile data didn't work overseas.
Yeah, because yeah, overseas. Yeah.
Mm.
It's
I
kind of
think the only,
weird.
huh?
It's kind of weird. Wait, what were you about to say?
The only Wi-Fi we had that was actually pretty strong was at a car wash
The strongest Wi-Fi that I have ever had was like the Starbucks we went to.
in the Philippines. There's a
Yeah, Starbucks.
Starbucks.
Yeah,
Hmm.
you didn't know that?
No, I didn't. I probably was too hyped to eat an actual Filipino Jollibee.
Oh yeah, right. They didn't have like Wi-Fi at Filipino Jollibee. last time I remember.
Yeah, but overall the SMs they have Wi-Fi. It's just that
It's
they have password like regular.
yeah.
It's pretty bad.
The SMs there were actually pretty nice. Like
Yeah, they were
the ones
comic book alley.
yeah. The ones I went to, like the first SM I went was SM Tarlac. That was like one of the
Mhm.
smaller ones. Then we went to SM Clark, which is like massive. It's massive,
I
but
wish I went there.
it's not as massive as Mall of Asia, but it's massive. Pretty
Mm.
cool. It's like a freaking dome. Um, and then we went to SM Cabanatuan. That's where we visited Jillian. Um,
Yeah, I remember.
oh my god, dude, I was like, dude, that time when I
You
I
saw her.
remember like the second to last time I saw Jillian, she really couldn't do anything. She couldn't talk well. And then that time when like I met Jillian again in the Philippines,
She speaks
she speaks like really good English, like probably better than mine, and can speak Tagalog better than I can. And I'm
well, of
like,
course we're born in the Philippines. We weren't born in the Philippines.
oh my god, she's grown up so much.
She's 10, I
She's
believe.
10?
9 or 10. Yeah, 9 or 10.
Oh wait, I think she's 10. Because the last time I saw her, she was like 8 or something.
She was like 7,
Huh? It's too
7 or
late now.
6.
Alright, sorry,
Yeah,
what? Yeah,
it was like. hmm
yeah. And then like when we were at Cabanatuan, like we were there to visit Jillian, right? Like obviously.
hmm
But like but we had to go somewhere. We had to visit like Tito Ryan's
Ashes. Yeah,
ashes. Yeah, we uh yeah.
there were roaches everywhere.
I didn't see any roaches. Like the place that his ashes were stored in was like the most creepiest place I've been to. It
I've
was
been to
so dark.
Baguio. I went to Baguio City. That's a haunted thing. It's haunted.
Jeez.
hmm
Well, yeah, but like the thing is like when me my mom like saw like Tito Ryan's ashes in its case in its thing, like me and my mom were like the ones sad, but I was like I didn't Jillian was there. She didn't like make any faces. It's probably because like
Yeah,
she doesn't know anything what
she
happened.
doesn't know anything. It's sad because
Yeah.
I think that yeah, you couldn't really handle the 3 siblings, like 3 children, basically. But it's
Yeah, I kind of feel sorry for Jillian. She doesn't like she doesn't know anything about like what really happened. Like
well, I mean,
at
she
the
knows
time,
something. She knows some things because she was there, and
I mean, yeah, but still,
like she was born in the U.S.
she was born in the U.S., but she literally had to move to the Philippines because whatever you said, I don't remember. They couldn't.
Couldn't really support
Yeah,
because at the time Tito Ryan was going through his sickness, so
that costed money, like lots,
yep.
and yeah,
Hmm.
yeah, but yeah. Aside from that, like, yeah, the SMs in the Philippines are like really cool. We went to Mall of Asia. It's
I wish
probably
I went
one of we didn't even like the Mall of Asia is huge. You don't realize it. Like the part we went to, we only went to like one area out of like more than 100 areas in that mall. And those areas I'm talking about, they're big areas. And we only had time for one part in that one day we
there.
went there. And I was like, "What? What? I thought we traveled the whole mall." No,
It's not
no,
like Willowbrook.
no.
Willowbrook is a dwarf compared to Mall of Asia.
Oh my god, and our mall as well. Dulles is
Tyson's.
no, Tyson's is big. Dulles is like the smallest one I've ever been to.
Oh. Yeah, I
But
remember we went to Tyson's Mall.
yeah.
Built Lego minifigures, man. $10 for 3 minifigures. That's a steal.
Oh my god. But no, my favorite mall over there in your place is Garden State Mall.
Garden State.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really
'Cause we
big. I
can
love it
also
there.
get the 3 minifigures for 10 special.
Bro. Bro.
Yeah.
I remember me and my friend, you know my friend Jaden, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we went there, right? We went to the Microsoft store and we saw guys playing Fortnite, and then we went to the TV of the guys playing Fortnite, and we were like, Fortnite sucks, PUBG's better, and the guys were like, shut the heck up. And I'm like, oh okay, let's get the heck out of here before we get bopped.
Before you get bombed.
Yeah.
Hey, it's freedom of speech.
But yeah, but seriously, that mall is like pretty cool. I like it there. It's big, but it's not as big as like Mall of Asia. Mall of Asia's like Garden State's like still a dwarf compared to Mall of Asia.
Yeah.
I would say like two Tyson's Corner malls are like one area of Mall of Asia. So yeah, that's it's pretty big. Mall of Asia's huge. You don't realize it.
Yeah, I bet it is pretty big.
The problem is like what we ate, where we ate. Oh my god, the freaking food areas were crowded. It took us so long to get like a table, and we had to get a table outside. And you know how Philippines is.
It's
It's
very
blazing. It's blazing, and we had to
I
eat
wouldn't
hot
really say
soup.
blazing.
And we were eating hot soup, and I was like, I want to eat like ice cream all right now. And we're like, no, we gotta eat real food. But I'm like, I want ice cream. I'm blazing. I don't. You know, as a USA guy, as an American idiot, I cannot stand being sweaty at all. I'm not the guy to
prefer
sweat.
the cold
I
because you
prefer the
can
cold.
layer up. But when it's hot, you can't really take off your clothes.
Yeah, that you can't take off anything. Even though if you remove your skin, it would be worse.
That would hurt.
That would
First
hurt.
of all, second of all, that's inhuman.
Yeah, it's
And third of all, that is illegal. Yeah.
But yeah, dude, I was like blazing. Like we could have ate somewhere else that was better, but we had to eat there. We were starving.
Mm.
And like we couldn't like there were so many people like crowding around the table cuz like so many people wanted to eat there, and all of the restaurants were like filled with lines of people, and we were starving. So we just had to choose like the smallest line. That's where we had to sit. We had to sit outside in the blazing hot. Yeah.
Mm.
Could have ate like indoors, like somewhere like around like a we could have got like an Jollibee outside and just ate inside the mall. We could have done that like the easy way out, you know. Not healthy,
Yeah.
but still, it fills my hunger.
I mean, you could just wait waiting in the car is bad. Eating in the car is bad. Don't do that.
Yeah, it's Philippines. Your car will heat up, and you're gonna waste gas as you open up your AC.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, ah.
Yeah, when I think about it, the Philippines wasn't really that hot for me because it was rainy season.
I mean, even we went to rainy season, but it was still hot for us.
It was humid.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
But still, it was ah. I wouldn't say Philippines. All right, so yeah, I wouldn't say Philippines was like the worst vacation, but like it was cool. It was just the only bad factor about it was the weather. It was blazing hot. Ugh.
I mean, the Philippines is close to the equator.
You're
Plus
right.
It's an island. Plus, it's close to Hawaii, which is also pretty hot.
Yeah. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
comparing to like if you go to like Korea right now, it's like -4 degrees. Ah,
It's cold.
it's like you're only
It's
going
close
like
to
across
North
the
Pole.
equator, and it's like already that cold. Like, come on, bro.
Mm.
Oh my god. Okay. All right. So yeah, that's your favorite vacations. So all right. So my top three favorite vacations were third one is going to Los Angeles, California,
Mm.
because the place over there at that time looked really nice. Um,
Yeah.
we went to I remember we went to we had a hotel. It was in Long Beach. It was right next to where TwitchCon takes place. It was in Long Beach Arts Center, art convention place. I don't know, but around there, and like it was pretty cool to like walk around at night there. Pretty cool. And
Mm-hmm.
we went there. We went to Disneyland. We went to Hollywood. Um, and yeah, Disneyland was like my favorite. Like we spent like literally the whole day in Disneyland. We were like there from like 9 o'clock in the morning to like when it closes.
Jeez.
So
Uh,
we didn't
I
even
haven't gone. Oh,
what?
I've gone to California. It's just that I was probably in uh I didn't go anywhere except like probably Chinatown, Japantown, Philippine town. That's pretty much it. But you know what? I'd probably take that over anything really,
Mm-hmm.
because food,
Food's
you know,
awesome.
it's great.
Is I mean in Los Angeles, yeah, the food was great. I remember the first time we landed in Los Angeles, we went to like some Asian restaurant, a Japanese restaurant, and they literally
Mhm.
serve like the first thing we had was like ice cream, but we thought it was like crab cake or something. But it was like
Crap.
actually like vanilla shaved ice cream, and I was like, oh, "What? I never seen that before." So I was like pretty hyped,
Hmm.
and yeah, uh, yeah, but still the food's awesome there. Love it. Don't remember what I ate because it was like we went there 3 years ago. So my second favorite vacation was going to the Philippines. Spent three
Hmm.
weeks there in the freaking hot. Um, the first like basically all of our time there was like a we stayed at my grandma's house. Lola Gloria. I don't know if you know her.
Yeah. Oh wait. Mm, I don't.
Lola Gloria, the one that owns a rice mill. But but yeah, we stayed in like this one room. That's this one small room that basically could fit us. Like we stayed there,
Mm.
and yeah, it was pretty cool. Unfortunately, we didn't have Wi-Fi. But yeah, that's where we slept. Like, but really, all I did in that house was like wake up, brush my teeth, take a shower, right?
Yeah.
Take a shower, and then go out. Then when I come back to the house, I take a shower, another shower, because I'm all sweaty and stuff. Brush my teeth, and go to sleep. That's literally all I do because I'm so worn out. Dude, the Philippines worn me out so hard. Like,
Hmm.
so hard. I don't remember that much in the Philippines because that was like 2 years ago. But, the first week was like kind of depressing because, like, at that time, one of my mom's friends died at that time. So, um, yeah, we had to go there. Um, we had to go to the funeral. Pretty sad. Even though I didn't know my mom's friend, I still cried. That's how sad it was. Like because everyone was crying, so I cried. But yeah, that whole week, we were visiting stuff like that. It was but the second week though, it started to get really interesting. Uh, bro,
Hmm.
my door just closed by itself. Okay, whatever. Get your mind off that right now. So yeah, oh yeah, the second week in the Philippines, we were we went to this hotel. It was called like Weedus or something.
Yeah, come on, Dad.
And it was like a cool hotel. It has like a huge swimming pool. You know, we stayed in the room. We stayed in the room for one night. It was pretty cool. The food there was like a buffet. My God, the food was good there. But I remember I have a video of me getting the food. It was so much stuff. It was like the most futuristic part of the Philippines at that time. Cause I thought Philippines was like some like deranged place. But really, like you have like people think like Philippines is such a poor ass place, right? But what you gotta do is you gotta travel. That's the main. You gotta travel there personally, and you gotta travel to many places. So that's why people misconcept. Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just looking at the old pictures. um. So yeah, dude, what the heck? There was a Mercedes Benz in the hotel. Wow. Okay. Hi. Anyway.
Hmm.
So yeah. Oh yeah. SM Tarlock. Yeah, that place was small.
But
Um,
air conditioning.
and conditioning is heaven there. Oh. Okay. All right. So yeah. The second week in the Philippines, we were mainly going to like we were basically traveling. Like we went to Clark. We went to this place. It was like it was basically like a medieval town place. I don't know. I think it's called like Mom. Mom, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question real quick? In the Philippines, where was that place we went? We went tour in the Philippines in like that beach that was so windy and crap. Bataan. Yeah, that place. Mom,
Oh,
if you get wings, can you like? Yeah, that place, Bataan. And yeah, dude, like that place was like it was cool. It was really cool. Good thing I went with my cousin. His name is Hayron. Um, good thing I was with him because if I was by myself, like the only kid there, I would be so bored. Um, Mom, stop opening my door. Wait, no one opened my door. I'm creeped out right now. Um,
I mean your door doesn't have a doorknob.
still, it requires force. No?
Not really.
Yeah.
It's pretty easy to. Okay, all right. It's probably on the levels of the door, like how it's installed, probably. Because my door opens sometimes and it's freaky, but uh, when I see it, my door is uneven. Like it was made uneven. So yeah, hinges and all that, they just, you know.
Mhm. So yeah, we went to Bataang, and then we went to this place. It was near Manila, but it wasn't actually at Manila. And so yeah, I got my hair cut there. My hair was pretty long at that time, and like Lola Gloria decided like, hey, you know what, Jason should have a haircut. Let's go. So I was like, so she brought all my we brought she brought me, my dad, and my uncle and my mom and like other people over there to the haircut, and I got a haircut. I was like, I didn't ask for a haircut, and my dad told me like, oh, Lola Goria paid for the haircut. You gotta take it. I'm like, huh? Paid for it all. And I'm like, okay, yeah, salamat po. You know, it was a nice haircut
And then
anyway.
your haircut, yeah,
I mean,
haircut wasn't that bad.
I mean, who would want greasy long hair in the Philippines? Especially if you're from the U.S. Ah.
I mean, wasn't your dad part of a band and he had long hair?
I don't know how he dealt with that. I don't want to know how he dealt with that. Yeah, but yeah. And then Yeah, I think week 3 is when like everything like started to like all the hype for the Philippines like kind of died for me. But until we went to Mall of Asia, which that place I'm telling you still is pretty huge. I'm not even kidding. Didn't even get through like a quarter of the way through the mall. But yeah, we could have adventured more, but our time was limited there, so we couldn't go again. But yeah, Philippines was cool. Came in second place, especially Japan. I've only been there for like 2 hours. 3 hours in total because of the airport there. And
Hmm.
I'm telling you right now, at that time I was like, I hit puberty so hard, pimples coming out everywhere, right? And
Right.
my love for girls just like started to like, whoa, like a rocket shooting up in the sky, you know?
It's like,
Uh,
yo, I wanna. This is the time. It's the hormones. You know.
yeah, and like at that time, dude, every Japanese girl I saw was like the most beautiful thing in the whole world. I was like, bro, I'm in heaven right now. Oh my god.
Hmm.
I was like, dude, I should live here. But, that might not happen. Our time was limited there, so my time like glancing at Japanese girls were limited, so I was like, oh.
I was
Aw.
stuck. I was stuck to what do they call those airport what is it what the airport girls they had what are they called
Oh no.
um um
The service girls?
like no uh,
I don't even know.
what
Bro, I don't even know.
what you said
What?
what you said right now should have not been said.
Airport girls?
Okay, better, but uh flight attendant.
Oh yeah, flight.
Flight
Wait, you had a
attendant.
Japanese flight? Oh yeah, 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 right. I had a Japanese flight attendant too.
Yeah. So we flew to Japan to fly to the Philippines.
You were attracted to her?
There were like a lot of them
Oh, you were
carrying
attracted to
bags
many of
and all.
them.
I just stared at them. I'm like, "Ooh, okay. I was questioning one. They had dust masks
Okay,
too,
that's okay.
scarves.
The the first time I went there, I was questioning why the dusk mask, but apparently that's just the fashion there.
Yeah, it's fashion. And
Okay.
I have a dust mask now.
Yeah, yeah, me too. But came from a hospital, but they wear them too, so don't care.
I
But
have a decorative dust mask made
yeah,
out of like I don't know what you call this. I'm guessing cotton, not cotton.
yeah,
Probably like something else. Probably another fiber.
yeah.
Satin? Nah, not satin.
Satan?
Uh, no.
What? Oh,
Uh, I'd probably say this is like the material from
silk.
making. I guess silk. Silk. Any silk can be really much like any type of silk. Probably.
Okay,
It's yeah. It's soft. That's all that
okay,
matters. It's soft. I'm gonna wear it right now. Hold on.
okay. Go ahead.
I take off my headset and then I'm not gonna show you
Actually,
because
I'm gonna
you
wear
like
mine as well. I don't freaking.
also because I got a haircut.
Got a haircut?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Mhm.
Wait, like
It,
actually, like really short. You're telling me
it's
right
not.
now?
eh, It's not a trim, but it's not short. I hmm. I don't know
Hmm.
what I'm doing.
So yeah, but that was like my favorite part in the Philippines, going to Japan for like 2 hours. So
Mhm.
yeah, my number one favorite vacation this year was going to San Francisco, and my exclamation: the food there was awesome. The people there were cool as hell. I visited Metallica's headquarters. Dude, when I went there, I was like, dude, that's the place where Kirk stripped off naked in there. And my dad was like, what, really? And I was like, yeah, look at this video. I showed him the video, and he was like, yeah, it is the place. Kirk Hammett literally like stripped off like naked, like butt naked. And I'm not even kidding. Like, even though the video censors it, you can still see like a butt crack or something.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Crick
Sorry.
Tima.
Crick Tima. And then I went to Metallica's house, the house where they recorded their albums Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets. We went to their house, and I was like, we're stepping on the ground that James Hetfield's shoes were back in 1984. I'm stepping on the ground. And then my dad decides to ask this one guy. He was walking around the street. Apparently he lived in the street of the Metallica house. And my dad asked him, "Oh, dude, did you know that like Metallica used to live in this house?" And my dad pointed to the house, and the guy was like, who the hell is Metallica?" And I was like, I'm gonna beat you up right now. You're in San Francisco. You're in San Francisco. You're 50 years old, and you don't know who Metallica is? Ah! But no, he was like, we were like, my dad was like, "Oh, come on, like, you live here, right?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do." And my dad's like, "Yeah, this is Metallica's house." And the guy was like, "Oh, I don't know them." And he just walked off. I was like, I'm gonna jump you. I'm gonna beat you up for not knowing. You live here. And then we went to Chinatown, Japantown. Our hotel was in Union Square. We went to the Razer store. My god, the computers, they were awesome. The mall there, like the Westfield Mall, I think it was called. It was freaking huge. Spiral escalators. I never seen those before. And then we went to Golden State Bridge. Golden State Bridge. Golden Gate Bridge. Not Golden State. I hate basketball.
Basketball, I mean, you're dribbling balls. I'm not the kind of guy who sorts with balls, you know? I'm not that guy, alright? I don't talk about balls, unlike people in the US. They're more obsessed with balls than I am obsessed with boxing.
Yeah. US is gay, get over it. I'm kidding. Oh my god, my voice cracked so hard.
Yeah. I gotta drop my plate down because I ate dinner about 2 hours ago.
And you're still holding it?
I finished it. I just had to bring it down, but we're in a call and it's like 2 hours already, so
Wow.
I'll be right back.
Alright. Yeah, I'll be right back too. Alright. I throw this away. Alright, hello? Okay, so let's see, Nighthawk 891, thank you for the 10 bits. Paco the Horse, thank you for the sub. And yeah. eat some kisses right here. You see it? Or
All right, back.
all right. So yeah, San Francisco was awesome. Like you could just look at my Instagram. You can see how much I had fun there.
Mm-hmm.
I had lots of fun there. I want to go back. Honestly, that's like the only place I would be willing to go back.
Mm-hmm.
It was pretty cool. Oh yeah, we went to Lombard Street too. That was pretty chaotic. I saw lots of Asian girls there too, and it was pretty heaven like. We went to we went, we went to this place called Muir Woods, where it's basically a redwood forest, which looks beautiful.
Mm.
Saw Kirk Hammett's guitar at Hard Rock Cafe in San Francisco.
Nice.
And yeah, I went to Twin Peaks and looked at San Francisco from like a really high mountain. It was like really cool.
Hmm.
Yeah, I want to go back there. And you know Kuya Gerard, right?
Yeah, I stayed in his place.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we did too for a bit. All right, so yeah, so when we would be in his car, right? He had like a Subaru,
Mm-hmm.
that
Impreza.
Subaru car, yeah, Impreza. We would go on this like street, right? We
Yeah.
either go on the street on the highway, and we and my dad would be in his car. He would like full on, freaking drag that car, freaking full throttle, on the street, and I can feel it. We were like, it was like a freaking roller coaster we were on, and I could feel that. I could feel that throttle, the torque and shit like that. It was amazing. Oh my god. And I the Tesla didn't approve of that. Obviously,
Yeah.
being being a wife and stuff like that. So yeah. Yeah, I want to go back there. But I don't have money. Rip.
Rip.
So yeah, dude, it was nice talking to you. Nice podcast. Really nice one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I appreciate your 2 hours time being with me, staying in this podcast. I think that's the most I've ever had. But I never had any other podcast than this, so but let's I want to see if I can like get other people to like podcast with me if they have the time. But I appreciate you like taking the time like out of your day to podcast with me. So yeah, dude. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is kind of like what Ian did back in the day, the Ninja Sifu 123 show. This is like
Mhm.
this is like a podcast between Jintamiko and Top Neko, right? Is it, what should I call you? Like what is like Neko Sifu, Neko Tekkenko?
Tekkenko.
Okay. Alright. So yeah. Alright, so you don't mind if like I upload this session to YouTube, right?
Why not?
Alright, alright. Alright, thank you, dude. Thank you for all the time, alright?
Yeah.
Alright, so do you wanna move to Casual Gaming 1? Let's see.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, let's go.